Hello friends, welcome to Engage Tech by Dr. Vijay Shirsa. Friends, here in this video, we are going to discuss Aristotle's definition of tragedy. Friends, Aristotle was an ancient Greek philosopher and scholar. He has written Poetics about 2000 years ago, and it is one of the most influential works in the field of literary theory and dramatic arts. It provides valuable insights into the nature of poetry, drama, and tragedy. Aristotle delves deep into the essential elements that constitute a well crafted work of literature, with a particular focus on tragedy. Through his meticulous analysis, Aristotle examines the intricacies of plot, character, thought, diction, and spectacle, unraveling the artistry behind the creation of compelling narratives and their profound impact on the audience. Within the pages of Poetics, Aristotle expounds on the concept of tragedy, exploring its purpose, structure, and emotional effects. He elucidates the role of the tragic hero, the dynamics of plot development, and the catharsis, which means the purging of emotions. The tragedy aims to evoke in the spectator. By dissecting the components of tragedy, Aristotle not only provides a framework for understanding and appreciating this form of art, but also offers a deeper understanding of the human condition. Throughout history, poetics has shaped the development of literary and dramatic traditions. Its principles have influenced countless playwrights, poets, and theorists, providing a timeless guide for the composition of impactful and thought provoking works. From the ancient Greek tragedies to modern theatre, Aristotle's ideas continue to resonate, enriching our understanding of storytelling and its profound ability to illuminate the complexities of human existence. Being a student of English literature, you must know Aristotle's definition of tragedy and his other such major points discussed in his poetics. Right? Okay, then let me share my screen and let me discuss all these things, all these points, especially tragedy, especially the definition of tragedy given by Aristotle. Friends, Aristotle has defined tragedy in his work Poetics. In Poetics, he explores the nature of drama and provides guidelines for its composition. According to Aristotle, tragedy is a form of dramatic art that imitates an action of serious magnitude and arouses pity and fear in the audience. Here, Aristotle tells us that tragedy is a form of dramatic art. Tragedy is a form of dramatic art. And what does it do? It imitates an action of serious magnitude. Here, this phrase serious magnitude is very important. The action imitated in the tragedy should be serious and it should have certain length, and therefore he uses this term serious magnitude. Then he in this definition we find the purpose of tragedy. What is the purpose of tragedy? What is the function of tragedy according to Aristotle? According to Aristotle, the function of tragedy is to arouse pity and fear in the audience. This is the purpose, this is the function of tragedy, according to Aristotle. He uses particular words which I shall discuss in the later part of this video. Just remember here that according to Aristotle, tragedy is a form of dramatic art. It imitates action, and that action should be serious, and it has certain magnitude also. It should have certain magnitude also. Its function is to arouse pity and fear in the audience. Now, let me discuss the major points of Aristotle's definition of tragedy. There are some elements, there are some major elements that tragedy should contain, and they are discussed by Aristotle. The first element, the first important element in tragedy is plot. Aristotle considers the plot to be the most important element of a tragedy. He gives the meaning of the plot. He defines the plot as the arrangement of events that make up the story. That is, the plot is an arrangement of events. It is not only series of events, and that arrangement of events make up the story. This is the definition of plot given by Aristotle. Aristotle considers plot soul of tragedy. In this way, according to Aristotle, plot is a very important element in the tragedy. Now, he gives a structure of the plot. According to Aristotle, the plot should have beginning, it should have middle, and it should have end as well. That is, the plot should have beginning, middle, and end. And it should be structured in a way that allows for a catharsis of emotions in the audience. If you want to know all these things properly, effectively, you must bear some keywords in your mind. And catharsis is one of such keywords. I am going to explain this concept, this word later on. Just remember that this word is very important, catharsis. Catharsis of emotions. This is the function of tragedy, according to Aristotle. And it is a catharsis of emotions in the audience. That's very important. Friends, Aristotle emphasized the importance of unity and coherence in plot. That is, there should be unity in the plot. The plot should be like an organic whole. If you drag any part out from that plot, from that story, it should lose unity. That is, unity in the plot is very important. Similarly, the plot should be coherent. There should be logical sequence among the events in the story. Means that plot should be coherent. In this way, according to Aristotle, the plot should have unity and coherence as well, with a cause and effect chain of actions. With a cause and effect chain of actions. This is also a very important point you should keep in mind. It should lead to the tragic outcome. That is, that plot should lead you to the tragic outcome. That is, that plot should have unity and coherence with a cause and effect chain of actions, and that chain of actions should lead you to the tragic outcome. Friends, I have highlighted certain words in on this screen. I have done it deliberately so that you can bear all these words in your mind. They are keywords. If you want to understand my lecture properly, if you want to understand the theory of tragedy given by definition of tragedy given by Aristotle, you must know these keywords. You must have these keywords in your minds, and only then you can understand it effectively. According to Aristotle, there are two types of plots. One is complex plot, and another one is simple plot. Complex plot and simple plot are the two types of plots according to Aristotle. Here, he uses the word peripety for complex plot. A complex plot is known as a peripety plot. It involves change in the protagonist circumstances leading to a reversal of fortune. Here also circumstances, reversal of fortune, they are keywords, they are important words. A simple plot, on the other hand, does not involve a reversal, but still maintains the unity and coherence of events. The difference between complex plot and simple plot is that in the complex plot, there is a reversal of fortune. In a simple plot, there is no such kind of reversal. There is only unity and coherence in a simple plot. This is the basic difference between complex plot and simple plot made by Aristotle. Aristotle considers complex plot to be superior because that complex that complex plots offer greater opportunities for emotional impact and intellectual engagement. And in this way, according to Aristotle, the complex plot is superior than simple plot. In this way, there are two types of plots according to Aristotle, and they are complex plot and simple plot. Friends, the next important element in the tragedy, according to Aristotle, is the character. Aristotle believed that characters in a tragedy should be true to life. That is, they should be lifelike. The characters in the tragedy should be lifelike characters. They should look like living human beings. In this way, he says here, characters in a tragedy should be true to life and consistent in their actions and motivations. They should be true to life, but they should be consistent in their actions and motivations as well. They should have virtues and flaws. The characters in a tragedy should have certain virtues. At the same time, they should have certain flaws also. They should have certain faults. He uses the phrase tragic flaw. He uses a particular word, hamartia, for that tragic flaw. I have highlighted it. He uses the term hamartia for tragic flaw. In this way, friends, the characters in the tragedy should have virtues and flaws with a particular focus on the protagonist or tragic hero. That is, a tragic hero who comes from the noble family should have some certain tragic flaw. He should have hamartia, and that hamartia or that tragic flaw could be pride, excessive pride, or lack of self-awareness. He uses the term hubris for excessive pride. He uses the term hamartia for tragic flaw. In this way, friends, these are also very important words you should keep in mind if you want to understand Aristotle's definition of tragedy effectively. According to Aristotle, thought is the next element in a tragedy. Thought is the next important element in the tragedy. He emphasized the importance of thought or dionyia in tragedy. That is, Aristotle used the term dionyia for thought in his Poetics. Aristotle believed that a tragedy, a tragedy should have a tragedy should explore profound ideas and universal truths. That tragedy should explore profound ideas. That is, the theme of the tragedy should be deep. It should be serious. The theme of the tragedy should be serious. The theme of the tragedy should be profound idea. The tragedy should deal with a serious subject. And he calls that serious subject, that thought, dionyia. And that should be universal truth. That is, the thought explored in the tragedy should be universal truth. It should be profound, it should be serious, and it should be universal truth as well. That is, the subject explored by the tragedian should have universal scope. It should be universal subject. In this way, according to Aristotle, thought is very important. Next important element in tragedy. It should allow the audience to get insights into the human condition and moral dilemmas. Thought, according to Aristotle, should allow the audience to gain insights into the human condition and moral dilemmas. The characters' speeches and dialogues should reflect the depth of their thoughts and provide intellectual stimulation. That is, the speeches in the tragedy, the speeches of the characters in the tragedy should reflect the depth of their thoughts. The dialogues of the characters in the tragedy should reflect the depth of their thoughts, and they should provide intellectual stimulation. In this way, friends, according to Aristotle, thought also is a very important element in a tragedy. The next important element in tragedy, according to Aristotle, is diction. Here, diction refers to the language and style used in a tragedy. Language and style used in the tragedy is very important. According to Aristotle, the language should be clear. The language used in the tragedy should be clear. It should be powerful. It should be clear means it should every sentence, every word, every dialogue in the tragedy should have clear meaning. It should not have double meaning until it is deliberately done by the tragedian. Otherwise, it should be clear. It should be powerful means it should appeal to the audience. The audience should like that language. The audience should feel that they should listen to that language, that dialogue again and again. It should have figurative quality, and therefore uses the term powerful and appropriate for the characters and the situation. That is, the language should be appropriate for the character. Means, if the character is highly qualified, highly educated, he should use language according to his qualification. If that character is vulgar, that a rural background, his language should be like the people of living in the rural areas. His language also should be vulgar. That is, his language should reflect his personality. And therefore, according to Aristotle, the language used in the tragedy should be appropriate for the characters and the situation as well. It should evoke emotions in the audience. That is, the language used by the tragedian should appeal to the audience. It should evoke emotions. It should arouse emotions in the audience. It should make audience emotional and enhance the overall impact of the play. In this way, friends, according to Aristotle, fiction is next important element. It's very important element in a tragedy. The next important element in a tragedy, according to Aristotle, is music and spectacle. In ancient drama, in ancient Greek drama, music and spectacle were integral parts of a tragedy. While Aristotle acknowledged their importance, he considered them to be secondary to the plot and characters. Music and spectacle should complement the dramatic action and not overshadow the other elements of the tragedy. Friends, in this way, according to Aristotle, the elements of tragedy are, or the major elements, important elements of tragedy are plot, then characters, then thought, then action, and music and spectacle. These are important elements of tragedy Aristotle has given in his definition of tragedy, in his concept of tragedy. Friends, Aristotle's definition has had a significant influence on Western literature. It had left a wide impact on the dramatists. Even today, the dramatists are influenced by Aristotle's this concept of tragedy. It has left deep impact on Western literature and theatre, and his ideas continue to be studied and debated by scholars and playwrights to this day. This is the significance of Aristotle's concept of tragedy. Friends, I hope that you might have understood this video. If you like this video, please hit the like icon and share it with your friends. Thank you.